Either way, and you choosing home colors, bruh.
Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. And this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs taking on a squad hoping to prevent another. This week, the Sam Houston Bearcats. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? All right, guys, let's chat about Louisiana Tech. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Finds his man. It's Russell. Out of bounds, 40, and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Into the secondary on the right. Russell out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers, those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Gain of 3. That's a first down for the offense.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Let's go! Let's go! To the air. It's Collins. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Callahan. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And man, what they can do on 2nd down here. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game downfield, but it's always dead by 1,000 cuts. Ball games, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
We just finna be hit sticking motherfuckers if you wanna run.
The Bulldogs line it up with a 1st and goal. Come on, set. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown,
game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Sam Houston, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he stopped it at 17.
To see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Now on 2nd down. Anderson wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The run from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this guy. It's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to blink now. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To throw, it's Collins. Looking for a deep man.
Good pick.
they had it basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Punts it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I'm gonna get you involved so bad right
Nice
now.
job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Got his man.
You know, better ball than that, baby.
They'll get him down, but not for a he's down to the 49.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hampton. Good solid pay up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Another first down.
And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Makes it past the mark.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by a field goal over Miami. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Dropping back, it's Collins. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
On the move.
Still got it, though.
He has enough to move the chains.
On the play. First down for the offense.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go, here we go.
wants to throw. It's Collins. Unloads to the wideout.
Give me that. Come on, man. Who is out there?
2 interceptions in the season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere. An absolute ball.
Finds his man on the way. Stop at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Throwing right. He's got an open man. Firing from out the number 4. He picks up the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
They're threatening to score and they'll throw it.
Back shoulder, you gotta catch that, dog.
Down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. And they add 6 more to that trip to the house.
It's not an accident. This guy's second receiving touchdown in the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers to get on the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. About to the 25-yard line.
Throw the right there, man.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14 can be kind of a
Probably gotta drop him down a little bit faster.
It's a 7-point game, so Palmer
Sure, so I can't run it.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Collins. Fires to the right. He's got it. Across the 50-yard line on a huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
That's what we're doing.
Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Callahan.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. He'll ride his man on the option. Turning it on. And he walks. He's in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Nice move there. Ball's heading for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Anderson will throw. Rushes on him. He loves one high down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. Man, pick up on that, and they'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, how about the first time this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
Really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap. There's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. The QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Boise State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, they're after it! And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Finally, our defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
To the air, it's Collins. Got his man on the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra points.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. And this will throw incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
At this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Got it on the line. It's Rice. And the catch it on into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're sitting in that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They get it on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Russell. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. The play action fake. Going deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Louisiana Tech.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll immediately call timeout. One more snap coming before halftime.
22 water. 22 water.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Sam Houston, 35. Louisiana Tech, 14.
And the Bulldogs still trying to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hampton. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There we go.
What a way to seize momentum. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field. Making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
That makes Sam Houston,
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's 4. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
first and 10.
Sounds pretty good.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
There's so much for the quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, making accurate throws to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Collins. It's complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
By the receiver.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And they fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or a tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Collins. That's caught. It's Boone. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And wings incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Another incompletion on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside net. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his speed.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. He picks up just a little bit of yards. How about Rios? First half of this drive comes from their own 44. Back to throw, it's Collins. That's caught, it's 4. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
Off the play fake. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
For the offense.
One of the hardest things for a quarterback to do is complete passes when they know they're going to get hit. It's about having soft focus around you and hard focus downfield. Beautiful job by the QB.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Leaves it with the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And they'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Takes off the defender. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
To the air, it's Collins. Fires to the right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Hard running there. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for his offense.
I just love the play. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On the ground, it's Rice. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
At the 50. Offense facing 4th down.
The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They punt it away on 4th down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Louisiana Tech has it back and the offense comes out ready to go to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO. He's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. Gotta stop turning the football over.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick completion on the out route. At the 45 on its way. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Got it set up on the outside. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go, set.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Ball down, and he has enough to move the chains.
He's tackled at the
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's moved. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete on the right side. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And this offense is going to have to find some explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on to the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Louisiana Tech.
Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one.
Sam Houston.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does.
Pace, 27.
Back to throw, it's Collins. Into the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes the lead.